Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo Fanboy 07 back here as always. Alright, this is going to be another video on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Not talking about Pokemon Quest, not talking about that at all, but just talking about the mainline games or whatever you want to fucking call them, I don't know. I did obviously my reaction video before, and I had a couple days to think about it, and I still think the same way I do. The more, obviously, I guess, if you want to call it research or whatever, I did more of that on these games, and I did watch the full press conference because it wasn't up the day that these games were out, because that was in Japan, and the next day they put up the press conference on Pokemon channel, on their official channel. These games are not for me. These games are not for me, and that's fine. If you're new to Pokemon, I guess, just like Pokemon Go was. And Pokemon Go was fun for like a couple of months, and then it got old, because you're just like, okay, finding Pokemon. It just gets kind of tedious after a while doing that. In the mainline games, it's not tedious to find Pokemon. You're just like, okay, whatever, you know. But in the real world, you're just kind of like, okay, this is kind of dumb. It was fine. It was fine then. It was huge. It was a big phenomenon. But especially for people that didn't play Pokemon for a long time and they got Pokemon in their phones and catching Pokemon in real life and throwing Pokeballs and whatever around their town and wherever. I mean, I was going everywhere with that game. Everywhere. The lakes, the mall, wherever, you know. But, you know, when these games were announced, the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and then they introduced Pokemon Go into it, threw a lot of people off, I think, and it's not bad for people to think that these games don't look good. It's not bad for people to think that. Like, it's not for them, alright? This is not the Pokemon that we thought we were going to get. Everyone knew, maybe, I don't know if a lot of people, but majority of people knew that we weren't going to get Gen 8. The Gen 8 thing is not the problem here. That's fine. You know, I didn't care to get a Gen 8 yet. But these Pokemon games that they were talking, the ones that they were teasing back at E3 last year, that they didn't show any footage for, I think that might be for the 2019 game. I don't know. But when they showed these, like I said, it just threw a lot of people off. People didn't really expect them to implement Pokemon Go into it. So it kind of like, what? Because the whole trailer started off with, you know, Pokemon Go, a Pikachu running, and then after that, a living room, and then connecting that. And you're just like, what? That's just stupid. But yeah, like I said, I did more research, and there's no, you can't, obviously, everyone knows this by now, I think. You can't battle wild Pokemon. You just throw Pokeballs with your Joy-Con and the motion. And the motion is fine. I have no problem with motion, because I play with motion a lot with Wii and all that, with Mario Kart Wii and all that stuff, Skyward Sword and whatever, all those Wii titled games or whatever. The motion is fine. I actually like motion. I like motion in Mario Kart a lot. With the wheel and all that. But, yeah, that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that it's just really watered down. I mean, that's really what these games are. They're just a watered down experience. It's a more, I guess, fleshed out version of Pokemon Go. Maybe a better version of that. It's Pokemon Go on your Switch. That's all what it is. And people were expecting something bigger. I was expecting maybe like a total reboot. This is not a reboot. Pokemon Go, or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are not, it's not a reboot. That's not a reboot. Black and White were reboots. What I was expecting, maybe, like, I was expecting a real reboot. Like an actual, like, open world Pokemon game where they're just like, okay, fuck this shit, let's go. We are going to keep the turn-based battles, and then we're going to go on full-on open world. Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade. Not Xenoblade type battle system. I don't want that. That's terrible, in my opinion. But I just mean the world. You're just like, you walk and you're just like, you see all these Pokemon. Like, that's the vision that I had. And then when you saw this, you're just like, you're really underwhelmed by it. You're really, really underwhelmed by it. The art style and the actual game where the characters running around, the trainers running around is fine, I guess. But it's not that great. But it's also like a couple steps forward and a couple steps backwards. You're just like, okay, this has potential, but then you're showing me the battle system and throwing the Pokeballs like Pokemon Go, and you're just like, I'm turned off. I'm just completely turned off by it. It's not my thing. I've been a fan of Pokemon since Red and Blue, alright? I've been playing, I remember getting my Game Boy, my purple Game Boy Color and Red and Blue in the same day. And I have all my cards. I have all my old VHS tapes and from the anime. Like, I'm a Pokemon fan. Like, I'm not some of those people that are like, oh wow, never played a Pokemon game before. This is really cool. It's like, no, it's funny that also that a lot of older hardcore Pokemon fans are interested in these games. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I don't understand that. That's kind of weird to me. You figure they'd be like, I'm turned off by this. I don't want this. This is not for me. Even though a lot of hardcore players were into Pokemon Go because it was like, well, this is really cool, and then it got old, like I said. So, I don't know. Comment down below what you had to say about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee for the last time until they showed off at E3. I don't know. I already know everything I need to know about these games. If you can't battle wild Pokemon, if the entire battle system is stripped away, then you know these are for casuals. Even they were saying during the press conference, have fun throwing Pokeballs at your TV and stuff like that. And these are Pokemon games for everyone, for broader or whatever. I don't know what they said. Go watch the press conference. They said something like that to that extent. But anyways, comment down below. Peace out. More random videos coming soon. Later. Bye.